Yeah. What's going on, everybody? Oregon Motorcycle back. You don't need to stop car, it's okay. Today we're talking about, well, basically in general, shifting. I'm going to talk a little bit about blippers, auto blippers, quick shifters, that kind of stuff. And I'm going to show you guys a trick on, get this belt lock out of my mouth. I'm going to show you guys a trick on how you guys can rev match or downshift. It's kind of a cool trick you want to show off to your friends, and it can make decelerating smoother if you're coming to a fast stop and you're using your gears for engine braking. So it can be very beneficial. It's something I've been really practicing for about the past 6 months, and I was getting really good at it on my last bike. It's all about timing and feel of the clutch. On this bike I have a little bit advantage because I have a slipper clutch, but anyways, this trick I'm going to show you guys is going to go for all bikes, slipper clutch or no slipper clutch. If your bike already has an auto blipper, this will do you no good, so you can check out one of my other videos instead if you want. But if your bike is only equipped with a quick shifter, this little trick and tip will do you some good. So first off, let's talk about the differences between a auto blipper and a quick shifter. A quick shifter is going to assist you when you're upshifting. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 6, that's upshifting. And what that's going to do is it's going to allow you to shift using only, oh, this is a good spot to turn around. It's going to allow you to shift. Maybe she lives there, maybe she doesn't. All right, I need to shut up. It's going to allow you to shift without using your clutch right here, okay? What it does is there is a little mechanism on the shift linkage, and as soon as that shift linkage feels pressure, it kills the spark and or the fuel going to the engine, and as soon as you let off, the spark and fuel, or the spark and or fuel, are back online. So as soon as it feels pressure, it kills the power for a sec and allows the motorcycle to shift into gear, okay, without using the clutch. An auto blipper works pretty much in the opposite way. An auto blipper allows you to downshift without using the clutch, but you can't just downshift a bike with no clutch without increasing the RPMs, and that's where rev matching comes in, and that's what they call the blipper, the auto blip. So what we're going to do today, because this bike is not equipped with an auto blipper or a quick shifter for that matter, I'm going to show you guys how to rev match or blip your throttle to, you know, make your bike feel or seem like it has an auto blipper. It's pretty simple. It's all about timing. So let's check this out. I'm just going to do it right here. There's nobody behind me. I'm just going to kind of show you guys. Basically what you're doing is you're doing 3 things at once, and once you guys get this rhythm down, then you can fine-tune it and adjust your timing a little bit. But I found this trick. I just kind of made it up when I was practicing one day on my CBR, and what I found is that if you squeeze the clutch at the same time you blip the throttle, that's pretty much going to get your timing right where you need to be. So for instance, right now I'm going to blip the throttle like that, okay, and at the same time I'm going to pull the clutch in real quick and let it right back out, and at that same time the third item is downshifting. So here we go. Okay, now I'm not going that fast, so it's not really noticeable. So let me get down into some lower gear. So every time, so see, I'm kind of rev matching the bike here. So I did it in the first, but I kind of kept on the throttle there. So let's go from third to second again. Ready? See, that was smooth right there. And what I did is I'm increasing the RPMs of the bike to try to match the revs to the speed for that particular gear. See, in third gear, let's see, right now in third gear, 4,000 RPMs for 34 miles an hour. So I'm gonna downshift the second. So that wasn't as smooth, but as you can see in second gear at 34, 35 miles an hour, we're all the way up here at like 5,500 RPMs. So we need to increase the RPMs approximately 1,000 to 1,500 RPMs to make that transition smooth, and so you're not jerking the bike. And now there's other ways to downshift, obviously, like I just did right now. You don't have to do your throttle. You could just ease the clutch out and use the engine braking in the clutch, and that's slipping the clutch, you know, as you go. And most people downshift that way. This is called rev matching. It's like blipping your throttle, whatever, and that's kind of what we're talking about here, which can be used to your advantage, because if you're stopping really fast and you're wanting to use that engine brake and all your gears to make the stop, you can get into the gear a lot faster. So if I just downshift and ease the clutch out you know, it takes time to ease the clutch out, right? And you're gonna bring the RPMs up with the bike. So if I go from third, I'm gonna go from third to second again here. See how fast that is? It's like, it's just it's a blip, okay? And I'm already in second gear and ready to go. So watch, I'm gonna do it without blipping the throttle. See how long that took? I gotta ease the clutch out. Now, this bike has a slipper clutch and I can pretty much drop it and it'll kind of do that for me. Now, it's not perfect by any means because I've already locked the back tire up once downshifting, but I was going downhill and I was on wet pavement, so, but I've never slipped it, you know, on dry pavement, so, geez, what a detour. But anyways, so I wanted to share that trick with you guys. And it's going to take some practice, and it's going to require probably a little more practice on a bike without a slipper clutch, because it's, as soon as you drop the clutch, it's for sure. I mean, when I disengage this clutch, it's locked for sure, but there's something going on in between the very end and in the very beginning on this clutch, which allows it to slip, and I don't know exactly what it does. But if you guys haven't ridden a bike with a slipper clutch, I recommend trying it out, because downshifts are awesome on a slipper clutch bike. So so anyways, let's do a couple more right here. So I'm in third. I'm gonna go all the way down to first. I don't usually recommend going into first. For one, I mean, the first gear in this bike is so low anyways, so you're already going slow enough. You're going like probably 10 miles an hour, but okay, there's second. Now watch this. Oh yeah, see, that was smooth. But honestly, you know, there's not really any reason to auto blip down into first, in my opinion. You know, now if you're on a racetrack, you might find it beneficial or whatnot. This auto blipping, or not, it's not auto blipping because we don't have auto blipper. We're manually rev matching the bike, or manually blipping the throttle to rev match the bike, and this could be very beneficial, you know, racing, or just, you know, and it's something fun to do on the street. It's something new and different to practice. And when you get it down, especially if you got a nice exhaust on your bike, man, you know, come up, you know, rolling with your buddies or whatever, and you guys pull up to a stop sign, do a couple blips right there, man, and it sounds awesome. I hope you guys can hear a little bit of it. But yeah, we'll do a couple more before we get home, and try to see if you guys can get a little more of the sound. But yeah, that's it. So it's basically three things at once: blip the throttle, squeeze and release the clutch at the same time you're pushing down on your shifter. And if you guys just practice that, you know, you're gonna get it. You maybe go to a parking lot and do some practicing first, and especially in the beginning, don't try to go down into first gear, because for one, it's not necessary in my opinion, and two, you don't want to take a chance of skidding out your rear tire, especially here in traffic. If you guys want to go practice that first gear shit, go to the parking lot and practice it there until you get proficient at it, and then try it out on the street. But anyways, guys, thought I would share that tip with you on this beautiful hump day in Portland, Oregon. Actually, we're not in Portland. I'm in Westland. I lied. Till next time, folks. Oregon motorcycle. We are cruising by the awesome Willamette Falls. I'm gonna see if I can get you guys a shot of the Willamette Falls right here. This is the second largest waterfall in the United States. This is second to Niagara Falls, and it's right here in my backyard. A lot of people don't realize that that this waterfall is that big, but it's through the trees back there. I don't know if you guys can see it. Yeah, the river is pretty high right now, and that thing is flowing big time, but it's down in there. All right, let's do a couple more shifts, or a couple more blips. All right, so here we go. We're in sixth. If your RPMs are low, it's not like that crazy, but look, all the way down to third there, and it's just an instantaneous way to get down into gear. Watch, here we go in the second. Yeah, see, that was like perfect, and the timing was right there on point. So it sounds and would appear that you do have an auto blipper on the bike when you get it that good. So yeah, see, you get that timing down and it's there, it's money. So here's the challenge for you guys. Downshift and auto blip like I'm teaching you. This is what I've been practicing on the last couple of weeks, is blipping the throttle and doing all that while you have pressure on the front brake. So I don't know if you guys notice right now, I did it twice right now, pressure on the front brake. It's a little harder to blip the throttle when you're applying front brake, but it's something good, you know, to get in. You guys should always be covering your brake anyways, so if you get in the habit of doing that, it's just sometimes it's hard to flip it like that and be smooth on the brake as you're decelerating. So it's good stuff to practice, you guys. Good stuff to practice.